Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by again today. Your life is an ATM machine in the Philippines. What's that really mean? I got to thinking about this yesterday in light of what happened to the big man in the Philippines, and I'm like, so many of us over here, myself included, we're one medical emergency away from being broke and being uh, on YouTube or somewhere asking for help. And where does that come from? I thought it's supposed to be so cheap over here in the Philippines. I thought it's supposed to be so affordable. This is paradise. Well, when you're the ATM machine, when you're paying for everything every day, it makes things a lot different. Now, remember, I said we're one medical emergency away. Doesn't mean you could be your woman who has a medical emergency. I want you to ask yourself, are you prepared for that? Do you even care? Do you even think about stuff like that? I don't believe we do. One of the things men lie about, remember I did the top 10 things men lie about? Number one was their financial status. We lie about that. A lot of us over here, we say we have more money, more savings, our pension is bigger than what it really is. This is a serious situation. This isn't blissful ignorance. If something were to happen to you over here, what would you do? Is health insurance enough? But it's more than just health insurance. You hear all these guys all the time, and I've gotten to the point where if they say it, I cut the video off. I don't continue to listen. Don't leave with your wallet. Well, what else you gonna leave with? What else do you got as a 70-year-old man, a 63-year-old man, that a 20 or 25-year-old woman who's struggling to survive? What else do you have that she's gonna want? This is the real life conversation we need to have. I got an update. Someone went to visit Big Man in the Philippines in the hospital. He had already checked out. They said he had signed a waiver. I don't know what that's all about, whether he received the care he needed or he just left the hospital because he could no longer afford it. Whatever it is, he's checked out. Hopefully we can get another update. Also, two people sent me money. They sent it to me super chat. Guys, I said in the video, don't send me anything. You know how super chats work. YouTube takes a percentage of that money. Then they give it to me when I get paid again from YouTube. When you send a super chat, they just don't give me that money and I can just go in there and get it. That's why I said, don't send me anything. I don't even know him. I don't know how to get in contact with him. He hasn't given me his Gcash. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to bite the bullet because I'm an ATM machine. Life is an ATM machine in the Philippines. Okay? One guy sent $49.99, which I'll probably get about 25 out of that when I finally get it, 30. Then I got sent 20. I'm going to send him the $70 out of my pocket. But this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. But anyway, when they say, oh, don't leave with your wallet, it doesn't matter if you leave with your wallet or not. It doesn't matter if you had it. Whatever you do, you're going to be spending over here. It's a whole lot more expensive over here than what you think it is. That's only because you're the ATM machine. If you were over here by yourself, it would be paradise. Your cost of living would be a lot cheaper. This isn't the same type of pay-for-play conversation we always have. I want you to seriously think about, do you have enough money to live here? Maybe you don't have to live here. Maybe you can just vacation here, slow vacation here, or whatever it is. Man, health care is very, very important. Health insurance is very, very important. A lot of guys, oh, I don't want my Part B. Oh, I don't care about that Medicare and all that stuff, right? You forfeit that just to come over here. it's not that much loneliness in the world. Okay, because I've told you over and over and over, when your money's gone, she's gone. There's no help for you over here. There's no support. There's no sympathy. Guys, we got to use our brains. Okay. I thought about this all day yesterday. It terrifies me, really. That's why I'm always at the gym. That's why I'm always eating better. So when I'm trying to, that's why I'm always trying to take better care of myself. I'm doing everything I can to offset a medical emergency. But hell, you can't stop an emergency, an accident, which is a high percentage of us die when we get our age from accidents. How do you prepare for that? So that's why I wanted to talk to you today. Do you really have enough money to live here? Do you really know what that entails, living over here in the Philippines? Because you're going to have somebody, that's the reason you come over here. But we're all one hospital stay away from being broke and being on YouTube asking for money or asking for help. Do you have a real plan? Do you have that kind of money? Very few of us have that kind of money, guys. You can lie to yourself. You can lie to us all you want, but you can't lie to yourself. You got to look in that mirror and say, do I really have enough money? You know, we're hoping, praying. Do you really want to live like that? On the edge all the time, you know, worrying about, you know, hey, what happens if I have to go to the hospital, or I'm riding on a motorcycle and somebody runs me over, I have a crash in the car, because that's the most dangerous place in the Philippines is on the road. They call it an emergency for a reason. It's unplanned. You never see it coming. But life is an ATM machine over here, man. It's a burden. It's heavy, and it makes things a whole lot more expensive than what it normally would be over here. But y'all don't think that all the way through. You're selling everything over there. You're moving over here. Pretty soon, man, when all you're doing is withdrawing, because ATM machines, you can actually deposit money in an ATM machine, but that's not what's happening over here. It's mostly withdrawals. You keep on withdrawing, and pretty soon, in a few years, man, all your money's gone. You got to be a pretty damn good money manager over here. When all you're doing is withdrawing money, there's nothing coming in. You better hope you got enough. So thank y'all so much for stopping by. We're one hospital stay away from being on YouTube. Remember, these guys, they're making videos about big men in the Philippines, by the way. Let me say that before I forget. There's some ornery people out here, man. People do not care. And the ones who say, oh, I'm not going to pay, you're a fool, they'll never come over here. They're on the couch talking about us. They don't really understand the reality of living over here as an older man with a younger woman. These women aren't cheap. They're not free. They don't want you for your good looks and intelligence. I tell you that all the time. If it's about men, we're going to talk about it. This is about our financial survival in the Philippines and overseas. Because this could apply anywhere where you're a living ATM machine, where you're the ATM machine. Life is an ATM machine in the Philippines. It's not fun all the time, man. You know, because while you're smiling, you got shit going on in your mind. Well, what if this happens? I didn't come over here to live paycheck to paycheck. I didn't, man, you know, and if it ever gets to a point where I've got to make that decision, I'm going back home, man. I'm not going to struggle over here. I'm not going to struggle. I'm deep in here over here now. With my daughter, with everything I got going on. That's why I talk to y'all about this stuff. It's not all about a party all the damn time. Fucking all the damn time. You know, that's all we talk about. We don't talk about the serious shit. Okay? So thank y'all so much again for stopping by. If you're in America, in the Philippines, wherever you are, find in your heart to help somebody. Not a day goes by that we don't help somebody. We're going to help somebody today. There's a big, gigantic fire somewhere in St. Carlos City. I can't help everybody. You know, of course, my messenger is full of requests. I'm Sunshine Shows, but I'm sorry I can't help everybody. I'm not a charity, but we're going to do the best we can. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people. We help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. Life as a ATM machine in the Philippines, man. It's tough, man. No one ever talks about that. You're buying everything every day. Eventually, it has a toll on your bank account, on your savings, on your pension. It's a lot more expensive to live in the Philippines than people are telling you. And it's only because you have to be that ATM machine, guys. Think about that. We're all one hospital stay away. Many of us are. Only you know that. We're all one hospital stay away from getting on YouTube begging for money. You didn't work 40 years to do that. Think this thing all the way through. You don't have to live here all the time. You better have a sound plan when that emergency happens, because you don't know when it's going to happen. I want to scare you today.